and I am here with the man that will devour you from Greece to Valhalla. Chris Judd, aka Kratos. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing, Rob? Thank you for having me, brother.
Well, thank you for being here. Everybody's jumping into the stream right now, so let's adjust this. Bam. And on top of that, we are on the Streamly.live Instagram feed as well. So don't forget. Oh, actually, hold on. What we're going to be doing right now. So tell me, how's your trip coming over here?
Well, it's a rainy day in Los Angeles, so it actually took double the time than, and forgive me for being late, it took double the time that it usually takes to get here. So, LA's a great place to live until it rains.
So the boy, it wasn't the boy's fault.
No, boy wasn't involved in this.
Okay, fair enough. We got Killer Goop in the YouTube saying, how are y'all? I'm doing great.
I'm doing great. Killer Goop.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here because we are here for a Streamly signing of some of these amazing, beautiful prints right here. I'll show it to the Instagram as well. So guys, go to streamly.com/Chris Judd and get your now, because you could get prints such as this or such as this. Look at that. Brooding, but yet again, he's Silver Fox right here. So before we get to the signing, I just want to ask, how does it feel to know that you are literally in the annals of history as being, if not one of the most badass character in all of video games? Like, how does that feel?
Truthfully, it's surreal. Because I lead a pretty normal life. To me, like when I'm not in a studio or a soundstage, I'm just a dad. So I don't really go out or do anything. I just literally I'm either working at home or golfing. That's the three things I do. So
you do love your golf.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I do get out, it's always kind of surreal because I keep looking behind me, who are they talking about? And so it's it's flattering, it's great. It's just surreal. It really is.
That is awesome. Talk about surreal for you to come into the role of Kratos and literally just revolutionize the way that we've seen the character in the mythos and bringing us into a brand new world. It thank you for that, because you have people literally watching it and they're like, I finished the game, I'm just gonna go on YouTube and watch the cutscenes because such a beautiful masterpiece, and just the way that even when you're laboring in pain, you can literally hear it through your performance that, oh man, he's in real pain. But no, ladies and gentlemen, that's acting. That is acting. We got Tom Lundy in YouTube says, I loved you in SG1 and you really made Kratos your own.
Well, thank you, Tom. Appreciate you.
And how we'll talk about SG1. How was your experience with SG1, being one of the foremost of sci-fi characters that is a person of color,
right,
as well? Because we did not have Star Trek, you didn't have that much. Star Wars, you only had Billy D. So to have Stargate SG1 and then see that, oh man, one of the main characters, and wow, this guy is huge, but he will destroy you. And to see it's a person of color and the good acting, how did that make you feel?
Well, it's great. My career has been overloaded with riches. I'm part of the two greatest fandoms in entertainment, sci-fi, fantasy, and gaming. So it's really been to play a character who was black. It was, first of all, I knew that it couldn't just be about this other. The reality of it was that it was about struggle and it was about your people's struggle, and to have a black man playing that role, obviously it was a parallel to our struggle. Um, so that was kind of something I had underneath it the whole time, and the way they let the character and the story arc evolve was just, I mean, but it's, that comes with being on the air for 10 years.
True, true.
But the evolution of it was, I'm grateful that it was given time and the honesty of that sort of arc. Okay, I'm free. I want to free my people. What does that look like? What does that mean? And then what we never got to is, so what happens to the Jaffa when they're free? So now they've got all this great technology um, that they've recouped from overthrowing the Goa'uld. So I always thought it was much like um, what Wakanda faced. What do you do with this technology, the superior technology? Do you use it to help other worlds? Do you keep it to keep your own people safe? And so it was just a great journey to be on.
Awesome. And talking about journeys, ladies and gentlemen, go to streaming.com/Chris Judge and start your journey of getting your prints. Because we're gonna start. Yeah.
That was a hell of a segue.
Because
wow.
we're gonna start right now. We're gonna start with the first print, and this is for Braxton.
Hey, Braxton.
So this is Braxton, Braxton, and special instruction says, "My son and I are big God of War fans." Oh, Black Lion.
Yeah. Dang.
Are big God of War fans. I'm sorry. My son and I are big God of War fans, having bonded playing the games together. Can you please sign and write, boy/father, don't be sorry, be better.
That's awesome. The greatest part about this character for me is what it has meant to so many parents and children, to kind of broach the gap of conversation and to make it okay to not know what to do, to not know what to say, and just let that awkwardness be kind of the road to openness. Especially my generation, you didn't really talk to your parents about too much, and to see the evolution of parenting, from just listen to your parent to discussions is great, and that this was kind of maybe a roadmap for some who've always not known how to talk to their children and children not knowing how to talk to their dad, our parents. Yeah.
I feel that. Boy, father, do not be sorry, be better. That's true. Because nowadays it's like everybody's always saying, "Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry." You know what? Yeah, say you're sorry. Acknowledge that you made a mistake, and try to learn and do better.
That's right.
A lot of people just stick on, "Hey, I'm sorry," and they just stick on to that.
Well, yeah, if you keep repeating.
Let's show that to the fans right here. Bam, there you go on the on our page and on the Instagram. There you go for Braxton, and then that is the first of many that we're going to be doing today. The second one is for Dylan. What did I put a 21 upside down? That just makes no sense. This is for Dylan Sargent. And yeah, it's for Dylan Sargent. It has no special instructions, so you can either just sign or put in your own quote. And let's see what we have. Reese information on YouTube said, Kratos and God of War, Ragnarok, and Valhalla really made me think about things in life and made me want to make myself a better person. So thank you, Chris, for playing one of my favorite characters.
Thank you so much. And that's what kind of the message is. No matter where you start from, you can be who you want to be. It may not always be easy. In fact, it may be difficult, but you control your own destiny. And so thank you for that.
All right, there you go. Oh, we have to show for
Oh,
everyone. Yeah, don't. So
this
there
is
we
my
go.
first time
For
doing
Dylan,
this.
there you go. Dylan right there. Look at that.
Hey, Dylan.
Bam. All right. Next up, we have this one is for Paul. There we go. This is for Paul Arcanis. No, I'm sorry.
Arnakis.
Thank you, Arnakis. I'm so sorry. I have Greek best friends, and they be like, "What do you say, Arnakis? It's not Arnakos. What are you doing?" But and it says the special instructions: unleash your inner warrior and never give up, boy. We fight, and the victory is ours.
All right.
So let's make it out to Paul. That's Arnakis. Unleash your inner warrior. Never give up, boy. That sounds like Kratos' like nephew. Never give up, boy. Shut up, Platos. Well, I would love to see because if you guys know the God of War lineage from like the beginning, I would love to see Kratos' brother possibly come back somehow.
Don't look at me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that would be great, and it's all of a sudden it's because oh my God, it was like I think it's Ghost of Sparta, I believe. I'm not really sure where he dies to one of the gods' hands, but technically, it could be one of those. Oh, he didn't die because you didn't see the body, and then it would be like Kratos versus his brother in one thing. That would be super cool.
Well, there's just so many places that can be explored, so
Egypt. What Egypt? I personally would love Egypt. That's all I'm saying. Everybody out in the interwebs, you saw rumors. People like Egypt. Some people like Celtic. I don't know. I want Egypt myself.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you got to show that. So show it. Show
there
it to
you are, Paul.
Bam, and show right there.
There you are, Paul.
Bam, there we go. So that one is for Paul. The next one up is for John Runningen.
Hey, John.
And then, so for John, you got your black right there, bam. And it says, do whatever quote you think is best. So, the duels with Danielle were already done off screen. All the duels were already done. We have.
I'm doing, after 2018, my favorite quote was, do not be sorry, be better. But when I read the script, I actually called up Maddie's office and said, dog, you have no idea how much what this is going to do. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, just watch. And it was death can have me when it earns me. And sure enough, I mean, it's become my favorite.
Nice. Death can have you when he earns it. Okay. Well, technically, we all know in the God of War franchise, this man don't. He's like, death, spit in your eye, fart in your face, and move up. Like literally, you've crawled from the depths of like Hades so many times. It's not, and like sometimes I think like the running joke between my friends is like, who's gonna die more, Kratos or Goku?
There you are, John.
There you go, John.
There you are, John.
All right. Because no, it's true. It's like you're like Kratos is that person. Like it doesn't matter how much you think you kill him, he has a way of coming back. And you're like, bro, the tenacity. He's one of those dudes that if you kill him and you owe him $20, he'll come back from the dead just to get his $20 to die again. Like it's great. It's great. So this next one is from Matthew Skiff.
Matthew, how you doing, Matthew?
Skif. Matthew Skiff. And you can put any quote that you would like.
Is that two T's?
Matthew, yes. Mattthehewer. I said Her. Matthew Skiff, Skif. Not like shit. By the way, Odin, shout out to Odin, Richard Schiff. Hilarious, man. And great performance.
He's great.
Great performance. I would literally want to see Odin and Kratos in a golf match. You wouldn't be in cosplay though, but like you would have a Kratos jacket, he would have an Odin jacket, and then just the hilarious thing. Right when you're about to win, He comes out of nowhere with like someone like a some type of double ganger like replacement. Be like, haha, you thought I was Richard? I'm Richard. And be like, Richard, come on now. And there we go. This one's from Matthew.
There you are, Matthew. Boom, boom.
Shazam. Next up, we have this one is number 59 for Cameron. Says this one's made out to Cameron, comma, my boy.
Okay.
Could you write keep going and always remember we must be better. My brother is a massive fan, and I want him to know how proud I am.
Great?
Oh my gosh, that's
Isn't that
sweet.
great?
Thank you. That honestly, this is the reason why we have streaming signings like this to get messages like that. I'm getting for my brother. I'm getting for my sister. I'm getting for my family, my loved one. This is something that God of War not only transcends so many different like gaming franchises, but generations of families too.
True.
What are you looking for?
Do we have a white one?
A white?
That shows up the best one. Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, Shazam! There we go. we make it work, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. See how good that shows up. All right.
We have Mr. Scoot on IG saying hello to you over there. We got
Scoot. What's up?
We have Funky Gravity 56 says, how did it feel seeing everyone again when you went back for Ragnarok?
It was, it was like a reunion. It had been. We really hadn't seen each other probably since all of us since probably the 2018 Game Awards.
Wow.
So it had been a minute. So it was great. It was great seeing all the old family and welcoming the new family.
I dig that. I love that. And a lot of props to brand new video game actress, Deborah Ann Wall.
Man, she's great.
Like everybody, like literally everybody at the Q&A when everybody came here streaming. By the way, if you did not see the God of War Q&A, go to streamy.com's YouTube channel, see it there. It was great. We had everybody there. It was phenomenal. And knowing that everybody had a gaming background, she was the only one with no gaming background. And just to see the unwavering love that you guys sent to her when you're like, oh yeah, Deborah was brand new, we were like, come here, girl, we got you. What's up? And I think that's so great that, the video game world is not so closed off and just competitive as the live action. Everybody's like, oh no, I gotta work my shot, but video games is like
to get the roles. Oh yes,
it is. Yeah. But in video games, like once you're there, you're like, hey, you're part of the family. Come on, right off the bat, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I have no idea what other sets are like, but that's one thing that we all agreed on, top to bottom, that we wanted to foster an environment where people felt not only welcome but also appreciated. I mean, that's the best. That's the best environment to do your best work when you feel like people are on your side. When you feel like they're. See, so to what you said, I get that because once we are on set, the competition's over. Now we're all striving for the same goal
because everybody
right?
got it. Yeah. Okay, so it's that initial. Oh, there's a roll. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Good away. No, but yeah, that's cool.
It's I always, not that it was asked for, but I always would give my kind of thoughts on who should be certain roles, and I'm so glad that they didn't give a damn what I thought. Because when we would go sit down for the read-throughs, and the new people would read, I'd look over at at Eric and Maddie, and I'd be like, you were right. You were right.
Yeah.
And literally from Corey with 2018 through Ragnarok, I mean, they never missed. They never missed.
Like the games are ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And
a lot of that is just them being able to sense that, yeah, not only a great actor, but will they fit into the collective we already have?
True.
You know,
Will they add to the story, to the lore, and not?
well, it's not even about that. It's about like the interpersonal relationships, because we have we had already established we had a lot of all great actors 2018, but no one took themselves
Too serious.
See that I was going to say that, but I don't want to infer that they didn't take the work seriously.
No, of course,
but it was like no one was above being the butt of a joke. You know, no one was above being.
Well, I'm an actor. I can't do this. Deprecating.
Yes. So it's not only who is right for the role, it's also who fits into the fabric of what's already been woven. You know.
Ooh, man.
Glenn, how you doing?
Words, ladies and gentlemen. Choice words from Kratos right there. So this one's to Glenn, and you can either put a quote or just sing it. And what do we have here? Okay, this is actually a good question.
There you are.
This is a question. And show it to Glenn right there. Bam. So this next question is for Blue Chaos 33.
Blue Chaos
says,
I gotta come up with what are these called? Handles?
Why do you need a handle?
I mean, because like there's a creative. Mine's just hire me.
That's all you need. Literally, that's all you need. But we have Blue Chaos that says, I'm sorry. Did you do the voice recordings for Valhalla DLC recently, or was it done before the game came out a year ago? Kind of like a peeling behind a veil type of situation.
It takes a while to.
Well, people they don't know. They don't know the process.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we did. Well, it wasn't really a while. It was this year, and so when we started, gosh, I can't remember. Maybe it's March or April, and I was reading it. I called up Bruno. And I was like, the director. Bruno, I love Bruno. The Lord of Sexy. That's Bruno. Fun fact. So I met Bruno 2018, and
for everybody, who is Bruno? For the people that do not know,
Bruno directed the DLC.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
So when I met him in 2018, it took a while to. I mean, I knew how Kratos would move. I knew I wanted to always make his movements mean something. But Bruno knew how he should move. He knew why he moved. And there were very specific movements for certain, like there's a certain way to get the blades of chaos. So there's a certain, the idols, and Bruno taught me, but he was so specific, and it would just get on my nerves in the beginning. Like we would do more takes if I didn't get the blades right, if I didn't, and so for me, it was irritating.
You're like, let me just act.
But Bruno it never fazed him, and he's like, Chris, trust me. Trust me. And so finally I gave in. I was like, all right, I trust you. And he was right about everything. There is, there were rules set in place as far as certain things, as far as what gets you into things, as far as, and Bruno just understood and was able to verbalize why he would do things, why he got the blades like this, why his certain postures coming in contact with people. And then the funny thing is, I was so reluctant to change anything physically because 2018 worked so well. When we went into Ragnarok, he worked with me to help start making it my own. So it's very subtle, but I mean, it's all Bruno. And other characters, and this is why I gave him the moniker Lord of Sexy. When other characters would handle weapons or handle or I'd go to Bruno. I was like, it's little, and Bruno said, "Make it sexy." Make it sexy, Bruno. And so that's how Bruno got the moniker, the Lord of Sexy Life. Just the movements are so beautiful. So and
graceful.
Bruno.
Yeah. I'm surprised that actually let's
But
go.
also, you know what he understood, he didn't just say, if you do this, he got the emotional life of it. So it wasn't like you were just trying to recreate things that you were watching him do. He would give you the emotional flow into it, which made it so much easier to grasp, and it felt so right because there was something attached to it.
I love that. I love that. We're going to get to some of the questions in the YouTube. First, right now, we're going to be doing Christian right here. Christian, made out to Christian. And can you write, you feel their pain because that is who you are. You must never sacrifice that. Not for anyone. I was wrong. Open your heart. We will be better.
I love that.
I can't even say it like he can. Like just the gravitas that comes into every word that you say.
It was beautiful because it was not only saying what I as Kratos have learned to do to continue this journey, this emotional evolution, but it also ties into what Faye meant to him, and he's giving that as a gift to his son, like freeing him to open his heart, because not only have I come to realize that that is the way to be a better person, it's also this gift from your mother, so I always love that.
Nice.
Where's the
right here? Because so while you were writing that, we have a question from Rayon, which this is probably a question that you hear a lot, or sometimes. But how how did you feel about T.C. Carson's portrayal of Kratos in Greece compared to your portrayal in um, Norse mythology? So how did you prepare yourself from coming from the Greek mythology into the Norse mythology? Like, how did you
the
prepare?
mythology didn't do anything to me.
It really didn't.
No. As far as like my character work, not at all. It's just that's just the setting. So my approach was, this is who I am, and then here's my surroundings. And I never I never watched any of the scenes from the earlier ones, because TC is so great, and I thought it would be a disservice to try to voice match him, or anything, and nor did they ask for it. From the very beginning, it was about making it my own, and TC is so extraordinary that my reverence for what he did wouldn't, even if they had asked, I would have said no. I was actually offered something not too long ago, and I had to turn it down, because they wanted me to somewhat match the voice of that character, and I said absolutely not. I mean, I love this dude. Like that would be such a slight to it often. We are not celebrated for what we as individuals bring to stuff, and that's across the board. I mean, no matter what you do, and I just think it's inherently wrong to try to accommodate something to. No, that's not even what I'm trying to try to commandeer something that someone else has already established. To me, it's not only a slight to them; it's a slight to me. and I just would never do that.
I respect that. I respect that. So hopefully that answers your question. We have Rubenez. Rubenez on YouTube saying, "Hello, Chris. My name is Ruben, and I am
Hey,
from
Ruben.
New Zealand. I hope you have a great
What?
day. I love you in God or where you are."
Thank you so much. New Zealand is one of my, and New Zealand's big, so I'm not being ignorant to New Zealand. Like I've been to several places, quite a few places actually in New Zealand, and what beautiful people, what beautiful scenery, topography, but just the spirit of New Zealanders is one of my favorite places in the world.
I like that. I like that. We have while you're finishing up Christians.
Christian, this is a long quote.
Yeah, we got, ladies and gentlemen, we've been on the stream for 30 minutes. So go to streaming.com/Chris Judge and get your prints now. And because we've only been through 7.
Yeah,
in half an hour.
I guess I should pick it up.
So we have a question from Levi Brown on YouTube. Says,
Levi,
I have a question. What is it like to do motion capture performances for both games? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's to me, it's just acting, and it's part of the costume that you wear. I always, in the beginning, it took a minute to get used to, and but then it became like my final. So I do my preparations in the morning, and that was my final step to being Kratos, was to put on the performance capture suit. So I really learned to enjoy it, you know, because I like the how tangible it is to put on and take off something. Because especially that, so I could take off Kratos physically. Um, and I'm glad I could take him off physically because it was hard to, and not even really I tried, but it was hard to get out of that headspace when the day ended.
Mm.
So it was good for me because at least there was this physical manifestation of taking Kratos for the night.
Either that, or you're just gonna wake up in the middle of the night from a dream, boy, and like your family's like, Dad, no, no, stop. Sorry. I thought I was in the leasing plane. Sorry about that. So that is great. So Christian, we're about to finish your print right now. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you write soliloquies for your
look, Christian, look how much room this takes up, bro.
Like, it looks great. It looks great though.
But
it looks great.
Great quote though. Great.
So what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna do a speed round just so we could get the next 3 done super swift. So right now, this one is from Colton, aka Sparky. Wonder why you Sparky? It says, "Hi, I'm Colton's friend, and I'm giving this to him as a Christmas gift. I just want to say, have a happy holiday. You deserve it, Levi."
Oh,
so this is for Colton. Oh, Levi Brown. I think you're into YouTube. So if that's you, Levi, you're a great friend for getting this to Colton, aka Sparky. We have Comic Jack. Actually, you know what? Let's finish these next 3 before I go into a comment, because you guys are asking some amazingly great questions, and this is actually taking Kratos into like his fever dream of he's like thoughts. So we don't want to distract him right now while he is writing these amazing inscriptions. So Levi, it is you. You are a great friend. Thank you for getting this for Colton, and he's gonna have a great Kratos Christmas.
And there you are, Colton.
Bam. There we go.
Levi, you're good, man.
Next one is for Gonzo. That's Ganzo, and it says, "Add quote. Our actions." No, I'm gonna let you say this.
Oh no, I don't do it for no.
He's like, I'm not in the studio. That ain't
Kratos only comes out in the volume.
Right. Our actions have consequences. To be reminded of them is not punishment. That's true. to be reminded about your consequences. That's called life, bruh. People that don't get consequences, that's called entitled, and we don't have any of those here. Hold on. We have Comic Jack with the question says Kratos in Norse mythology.
I thought I was doing 3 before I got to.
No, there's a comment. There's a comment. Not a question. It's not a question. So, Comic Jack. Kratos in Norse mythology felt very much like a different individual who has had a lot of anger, as he did in the Greek games, but tries so very hard to suppress it. And yeah, Comic Jack, I can see that. Like, I feel like I know what you're coming from with this comment. It's like Kratos in the Greek mythology, he was just straight up unadulterated rape. Show this for Gonzo. Bam, Gonzo.
Happy holidays to you.
And then I felt that in the Greek mythology, he was just unbridled, rah, rah. But with the role that, by the way, this one is for Bailey Aust. That's AUST. No special assignments, so either core or signature. And I feel that like who said this? Comic Jack said with God of War and then God of War Ragnarok, we felt that Kratos, now that he does have a family, he is restrained. Like he's like, okay, my consequences have action, so I can't just go off and do stuff willy nilly like I did back in Greece, you know. And it's great. It's actually a really good observation.
Well, I don't even know if at the start of 2018, if that was even part of it. He just knew he was now responsible for this boy, his boy, and he didn't want him to be like him. He wanted him to be better, as was said many times.
Breaking the cycle.
That's right.
Breaking the cycle.
To all of us who have kids, you always want your children to have it better than you have it. And, you try to get them to not make the same mistakes that you did, which could be frustrating. But, just to not just talk it, but walk it. And so, Kratos was very much at the point of still self-discovery. So a lot of things that he was saying to Atreus in 2018 were revelatory to him also, because he was now walking this journey of trying to be better.
I dig that. I dig that. This next one is for Noah Carpenter. I love how the music's coming in while you're saying this stuff.
Right?
Love it.
That's what's great about playing these characters. You do a convention, or you do and you like walk around with theme music.
It's great.
I remember I was at Dragon Con one year, and
that was a party.
I got out of the elevator, and they started playing like the Stargate music as I was walking through the lobby, and I was like, I've got my own theme music. No, that's what they do.
Oh, they do. Nice. Oh man, you're like a real life Peter Griffin. You got your own theme music. Like, imagine. Oh my gosh! Like literally, if you had the God of War, I forgot the composer.
Who, Bear?
Barry, yeah.
Bear. Oh, and congratulations on the 2 Emmy nominations. This man, I mean,
he's good.
Usually when you say prolific, that doesn't necessarily mean brilliant. But it does in Bear's case. I mean, the amount of stuff that Bear scores and his ability to explore and marry so many different types of music together. I mean, this cat is he's Rembrandt, like he's Picasso. It's crazy, and I'm always in awe of everything he does. Like literally, it's worth like Google if you're not familiar with Bear's work, Google Bear McCreary and please listen to some of his all of his stuff.
I would just love this playing every time you walk in. Just
it's
going to the bathroom, making breakfast. Like, imagine that wasn't the. That's like the best theme song ever. Like, oh, Dad, what are you going? What are you doing? I'm just brushing my teeth. Oh, there we go for Nova. So that one is your video shout out. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, Kratos is doing video shout outs here on Streamly, just like Cameo, but way cooler. So don't forget, go to streamly.com/Chris Judge and get your video shout outs and audio shout outs as well. Do you want Kratos to say, I'm not here right now, I'm in Valhalla, leave a voice message? He could do that for you guys.
Actually, no, I can't. Not as Chris.
No, not as Chris, though, he can do that. As Chris is, so there you go. Fair enough. So this one is not made out to anybody, but the special instruction is, I have nothing to hide. I have nothing more to hide. Thank you. And this is made out to no one. Comic Jack says, I still remember the loud pop when God of War 2018 was revealed at E3, sending shivers down my spine.
Oh, still.
Yeah. Because you're just like even what's it called? When the trailer came out for at the Gaming Awards, and all of a sudden you're like, what's this? All of a sudden you just see a familiar pale skinned person rowing. You're like, hold on. And you're like, God of War, Ragnarok, Valhalla, and there you go for number 70. And everybody's thinking, oh yeah, December 12th, 2024, 2020.
It's 2023.
You saw 2023, I swear. You heard everybody in the crowd going crazy. Like in the office, we went crazy. We're like, it's coming out so soon. Because we didn't expect, nobody expected that. No one expected
that. It was like I started to say earlier. When I read the script for the DLC, I said to Bruno, this is supposed to be out this year. He's like, yeah, we kind of looked at each other and both laughed. And I said, man, that's a lot to bite off, man. He's like, yeah, we're going to get it done.
You started in March, April.
And so March, wait, let me see. Maybe February or March. I can't remember.
So let's say March. Let's say March, April, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 month term. What? Usually games like this, DLCs, they take at least a year and a half.
You know, it was just so well thought out and so well planned. And they knew what they wanted to do, but still, I still can't believe that it came out like this year. Like, I'm still amazed by it.
Well, we're amazed that you tell us that within that 9 month turnaround, and you only probably recorded your lines, for a month?
I mean, here and there, collectively.
Oh, so it's like
it was
a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there, not one straight. Like we're doing one full week of recordings or something like that.
We rarely do that.
Interesting.
We rarely do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're understanding the VO world now, guys, because a lot of people think
it's not VO. It's
motion capture, everything. Yes. And that's more exhausting because you're doing full body motions than just having to do like ADR coming back after and just doing your lines.
Well, okay, it's easier in one sense. Because you're interacting with who you're interacting with, right? So you get the chance to play tennis.
Get the flow, yeah.
But it is more tiring because you don't have these hour and a half, 2 hour setups to rest. The downtime in between setups can be 5 to 15 minutes. So, and every take is a full take. So there's no dropping lines and picking up lines, and just start from here. No, you start from the beginning. And so because I'm always on camera, we're all always on camera. You have a camera that's called the Tusk, that's right in your face. There aren't any takes that aren't 100%. And just through the course of the day, that's far more exhausting than live action, because you have downtime between every setup,
setting up the lights, craft services, everything like that. So that is super fascinating.
So it's and it really did take a while to get used to that, how exhausted I was at the end of the days. So but very well worth it, rather than being in a vacuum, which is what I call
by yourself, that little closet,
and trying to make up an emotional connection with someone. They're actually there for the real emotional connection.
Nice. This next one is for Jonathan. And speaking of that, I think that I feel that is the, like, in the video game world, that is the way that most games should be done.
Well, it's almost, most games have to be done that way now, because most games are going to telling bigger stories, more emotional stories, more. I mean, like, there's a lot of talk of Kratos evolution. Well, all of gaming is evolving. You can't just have what gets you to the next battle. You can't to the next, shootout, to the next. People want to see characters' journeys now, and it is very difficult to facilitate emotional bonds in a vacuum.
That is absolutely true. We have in YouTube, we have Deeper Depth says, yo, what up, guys? Hey, Rob. Hey, Chris. What up, Deeper Depths? Oh, let's show this one for Jonathan.
I keep forgetting.
No, you're good. You're good. Right here for Jonathan, right there. Bam. And then this next one's actually not made out to anyone. So you can either put a quote or just sign it. Yeah. Chris, you're like, oh, I love these easy ones. I love these. Slap, 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 slap. There we go. Done, done, done.
And that's for no one.
So this next question is from Simon Guesswagner from YouTube. Says,
how you doing, Simon?
Hey, Chris, did you collect any items from the set? Best regards from Austria.
All right. I'm assuming that, maybe I shouldn't assume, God of War. You couldn't really, because the Blades of Chaos were these, like, kind of cardboard kind of things in the beginning, and then they became like pool noodles that and then so that it's not really something. Although even that would have been worth taking.
You take one of the most effective balls.
Well, see, even the suits have evolved, because now for actually, I don't know if it was for anyway, but at least on my suit, all the markers, the ball used to be balls, are sewn into the suit now.
Oh.
So that cuts down on having to, so the only time you have to stick anything on is the tip markers, and that's just to synchronize your motion with the computer.
So the answer is no.
I'm sure I just way oversimplified that. But
you took a pool noodle home.
But if you were talking about Stargate, I took a lot of stuff. But over the years, I pretty much donated all to charity auctions. So
that's sweet.
The only thing I have left really is I have one tattoo left, and I have the eagle that was on the top of the flag in the briefing room, and that one I'll never let go, because it reminded me of Don Davis. So I'll never let that one go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This one is for John. Hey, Chris.
John.
I wanted to say happy holidays and thank you for your performance over the years. Your scene in Valhalla was incredible. People are already playing the DLC. Like, I need to get up on this DLC. Well, what is it today? The 20th? Like, it came out on the 12th? I am slipping, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize.
You know that when it came out, I was traveling, so I didn't really see the reactions for probably 12 hours. And then, you kind of, is this trepidation because you are so isolated when you do it. So, and then you get distance from it. And then when it's released, you're back in it again. And it kind of takes you back to what you felt doing it and hoping that it came across in the performance. And so there's always that moment where you're going on to see comments, and it's like that. Okay, I'm going to steel myself now. And just to see the overwhelming reception to it. I mean, I thank you, and I'm grateful, but I'm just so happy for the team. I mean, to turn around something this quickly, but still to have all the heart and soul of it. That's all them. I mean, and once again, it was so there was so much enjoyment in the volume, seeing everyone and how committed they were to getting this bad boy turned around and for it to be great. Super. And I'm so happy for the team. And anyway, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
So damn good. Right, and then John, this one is for you.
Thank you, John. And thank you. And thank
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. This whole camera thing's new.
You're good. This next one is for Wolf.
Hey,
he's not
Wolf.
hungry like one, but either a quote or signature. And we have, while you're doing that, quote or signature, we have Deeper Depths once again. Of course, I know Deeper Depths, you are following us on Twitter, so phenomenal. Thank you for that. Deeper Depths
says, not called Twitter anymore.
I mean, I'm
apparently.
Sorry about that. It's like,
and that's Wolf.
That's for Wolf right there. And it says, Deeper Depths says, appreciate God of War to the highest, but equally wanted to tell you that I have the most played hours in Marvel's Avengers thanks to you bringing T'Challa to life. You nailed it.
Oh, thank you so much. That too. It was weird. It took a long time for me to accept doing it because Chad had just passed, and he was so fantastic. He was the perfect T'Challa, and so once again, even when we were in discussions for it, I was like, I'm not going to try to voice match Chad. I'm not going to sully what he did in any sort of way. So it kind of has to be my own take on it. But even then, I was kind of just saying it to be difficult. But it's truly how I felt. And then it was my family who said, "No, Dad, you got to do this. It's T'Challa. And then there was a conversation that I had that really besides my family, I mean, that was kind of the ultimate decision maker. But I had this great conversation, and it was about the different forms of art, be it television, movies, music, blah. And he said, you can be the gatekeeper for T'Challa right now in gaming. So it doesn't take away anything from what Chad did. It's not disrespectful. You're just in this lane with this character. And you're the gatekeeper of that for gaming. The multiverse. That has nothing to do with what
the
Chad
live
did.
action. Yeah.
The live action.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Once I've chewed on that for a while, it was a revelation. You know what I mean? because it's a different medium, storytelling,
Mhm.
and it doesn't have to be at odds with you know other forms of media.
Absolutely. Well, now because Marvel has outright said there's the multiverse, everything exists. Your T'Challa is absolutely different from Jazz.
Absolutely,
100%, because
absolutely.
your T'Challa lives in that designated universes. So
Right.
you could have a ton of adventures, and that's you.
Yep.
You know, so it's great how so many great stories can be told with multiverses, but you gotta tell it right. You gotta tell it right. Because all right, oh,
And that's for
that is
none.
for none. Yeah, none as they call them.
Does that mean they're going to show up on the internet for sale?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Believe it or not, they're like there are pictures that I have personal autograph pictures, and I don't like my name on some of them. Some of like sometimes I get two, one with just a signature, and one is too made to rob. Because
Oh, okay.
like if you look at your signature, I just want yours. But this one is to Simon with a smiley face, and either a signature or a quote. Well, signature and quote, or just regular. All right.
And there you are,
There you
Simon.
go, Simon.
What?
And then we have another one for Simon right here. And this one's for Simon, right? And it says, "Hi, Chris. Could you please also write the following? Don't be sorry. Be better."
Absolutely.
So Simon said, "I am." Oh, Simon says he wants two prints. There you go. So good stuff. And by the way, these orders just came in.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we just had 4 new orders come in right there. So that's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 orders that just came in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your specific, special, exclusive God of War Kratos prints, go to streaming.com/ChrisJudge right now and get your prints. Because we are here until he is done.
And at this pace, that'll be tomorrow.
Not even. We'll actually go a little bit faster right now. So let's send this to Simon.
It's all me. You know,
Oh well, the fans
I
love
know.
you talking to you. So this is for Simon. This one right now, this is number 82. This is for Igor S. Katarina 5. So I think it's Igor S. and Katrina V. It said 5. But what color do you want?
Is there a thinner white one?
A thinner white? I do not believe so. I think we only got the markers, like the paint pens for white. So let me see. I got a red. No.
White shows up really good. It's just
We
so
do not have a white paint pen, but let me check with my print pencil.
okay. I was wondering, you guys are enjoy this because it's kind of fun to actually be able to interact in real time. You know, if any of you know anything about me, you know how technologically feeble I am. So this whole thing is actually kind of cool.
We do not have white, but
Okay.
if you would like to try blue.
Actually, blue sometimes works for me.
All right, so let's do practice right here. I actually don't like that one. So let's check this one. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's a white one here. Let's see if
But it's as thick as that one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
something like this is used so when you use it, the tips get.
Oh, frayed. Gotcha. Okay, let me pop this baby off. Let it work.
Let me try to use that because see doesn't really stop well.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Comic Jack says, "Do you have any plans on attending more Comic Cons in 2024? I've been waiting to get my Funko signed.
I'm not sure.
If
There's
not,
a whole bunch of stuff kind of in the works right now, so I might be very busy.
would you be actually open for possibly fans doing send-ins so they could send stuff in for you to sign?
Sure.
We will look into that. And on top of that, guys, we can and shall be getting some Kratos pops in his shop. Yeah, we're gonna work on getting Kratos Funko Pops. So it'll be in his shop so he can sign those for you. Cool. Shazam. Hello, Yasin. welcome to the stream. So
Oh,
yes,
any quote.
yes, any quote. So Igor S and Katarina V says, "Thank you for your amazing work. It is heartwarming. Any quote, we really appreciate all love from Ukraine."
The Ukraine, man. God bless you.
Mm.
It's being in this business for
So long.
so long.
Do you want to? No, actually, that's fine. Because I was like on the R has a blue, but I'm like, you know what? Leave it. It looks pretty cool.
Uh, just the ability to you forget, like, it's not like just a North American thing. Like, people can, we're talking people globally.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the stream globally, not in the United States, drop where you are viewing right now.
And there you are.
Igor, Katerina.
Thank you.
There you go. This next one is for no one, so just a signature.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up with a brand of pens that will show up on these pictures, and I'm just gonna have a monopoly. This is the search for the perfect pen.
Well, you know what? The perfect pen, I don't know about that, but the perfect autograph is going to go on to this next one for John Poole Jr. Says, Chris, thank you thank you and Merry Christmas. Can you please write a special quote that is unique along with Merry Christmas, John? Shout out to Chris. Chris Field, MD. That's.
Yeah.
I thought it was MD, like his
Doctor.
Yeah. Oh, so Chris Field, Maryland. There you go. And this is to John Poole Jr. Oh, always welcome from this side of the pond. There we go. Comet Jack says, I'm from Singapore. Gotta wear huge here as well. Well, there we go. So,
All right.
You know what?
Right.
You know what, Comic Jack? I want you to share this stream right now with all your Singaporean friends right now and tell them they could get Kratos' autograph at streamly.com/Chris Stretch. Let's go. Let's go. I love how I said, let's go. And it's like, So, since you are, like, the joke is, Kratos has turned into God of War into Daddy of War. How does it feel?
Well, it's interesting to me.
No, I got you, baby. I got you.
It's interesting, the dialogue that's going currently about whether or not Kratos is too soft as he rips this animal's face in half.
Okay.
It's an evolution. I mean, hopefully, we all evolve as people. We not only get older, we get wiser. Hopefully, and I in the 70s and 80s, how I grew up, violence was always the answer. If there was there was no such thing as talking stuff out. You went at it.
Yeah, you fight.
You threw hands.
When you're done, you're good. You're good. You shook hands, and that
was
not
it.
Anymore. Not anymore.
But not anymore.
People just gang up. You have gang fights up in here.
Well, it's not even gang. It's one little punk with a gun or something. It's so the evolution of warfare, but also hopefully the emotional evolution of, hey, let's have a dialogue here. And that's not even Kratos. I mean, Kratos wants his son to be better. So by wanting his son to be better, he has to give a better example. So for Kratos, sometimes violence is the answer, but maybe not the first answer.
Yeah. Well, when he didn't have a kid, of course,
it was always the first answer.
Absolutely. Because there's no consequence for what he does.
So How about this? If we've made Kratos to yourself, sorry.
No, not even. Well,
But that's on you.
my thing was that because he's quote unquote daddy of war, or zaddy as you young kids saying, because apparently Kratos is a sex symbol, and always has been. I didn't know about this, but yeah. So, but being daddy of war in both aspects, how does it feel that one, you knowing that Kratos is actually a sex symbol in in video games, and two, and the second part of the question, being a father yourself, did you bring any of your personal like history and how you related with your kids, or even with your father, to the role, or did you just bring this all new?
No, I used everything from being having kids. That the misconception about creating a character. You can only build a character from something that's in you. Because if you try to do it for something external, that doesn't belong to you. So it always kind of rings as hollow to me. It's like when I read a script and it's about growing up in LA in the 70s and 80s. I can read it and tell who really grew up in LA in the 70s and 80s. But the tone is realistic, emotionally it's realistic, and just it's gets you a different way. When it's from someone who has an idea of what it was to be growing up in the 70s and 80s, it always rings false. It's always a difficult read. Because you can feel that that's not something they've lived. They're writing about something that they intellectualize, not emotionalize. You know, so the entirety of Kratos' emotional life is all from my life and from my experiences. And I think I said this in our group event that that's a decision you make as an actor. How much of yourself do you give to these characters you play? For me, I had waited my whole life for this sort of material. So it wasn't an easy choice for me about how deep to go. Um, but intellectually, I said to myself, you've been waiting your whole life for this. So if you're not going to do it now, you're never going to do it because you'll probably never get material like this again.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking me on, because geez, we're literally right here. We've been on live for an hour, 7 minutes because of what you've been doing. And by the way, guys, you've been on for an hour and 7 minutes with us. Go to streamy.com/Chris Judge and get your prints right now. And while you are signing, this one is from Ming Yu. Says, "Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for your excellent performance. Could you rate one of your favorite quotes?"
I am doing it as we speak. Thank you so much.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a shout out, a video shout out, go to streaming.com/Chris Judge, because he's actually doing video shout outs on his shop, video and audio shout outs. So go check that out. And on YouTube, I'm going to highlight another comment from Deeper Depths. And he says, "Chris, dot, 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 dot." Let's show Ming Yu. Ming Yu, there you go. And he said, "I'm gonna take you back. Dot, 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 dot. I'm an 80s baby." And you're probably telling my age, but shout out to House Party 2.
Oh, wow, one of the OGs.
And I had to look at him. I'm like, yo.
One of the OGs.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I'm like, I see how you roll.
Oh, that's me a t-shirt there.
Yeah, look at that with the flat top. You guys, listen. All right. I know that this is play, right? No, that's Kid. That's Kid. I'm not gonna lie, Kid definitely had a higher flat top, but you're running a close second, bro.
The funny thing is, it was actually they cut it down.
What?
Yeah. They wanted my hair to be shorter.
Boo! Come on, Kid.
That was such a wild time in my life. it was my first starring role in anything. And
look at them abs. All right, bro. Hold on, look at it. Look at ladies like, and he's like, no. And his wife's like, don't you look at him. But nah, man, that's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I did not.
I was, my first child, Christopher, was born during the filming of House Party 2.
Oh, really?
And so it's always special because it really not only marks kind of the jump off point for my career. I mean, I worked before, but this was the biggest role I got to that point. The jump off point for my career, but also the jump off point for me being a father.
Nice. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here.
Brandon.
It was House Party 2 that started his way to becoming God of War. There you go. This next one's for Brandon Guthrie. And it says, please write. Don't be sorry.
I can't write that. But see, it says do not be. See,
do not be
one
sorry.
of the things that I didn't want Kratos to do is to do contractions because that sounds so colloquial to me. So he never says don't, won't, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just a little stuff.
You see, this is a talent with pure acting skills right now because he wants to emphasize every single word because that's what it is in those roles. Like we hang on to every single word that you guys say while we're playing. So there are times that I'll be hanging out with my girlfriend and all of a sudden the cutscene comes up. Shh. All right, cool. What happened? Like I just gotta get to the start button,
Brandon.
There you go, Brandon. So next up, we have this one is for Joe, and you could either put a quote or a sentence. We have TV Man Scientist Edits, and he says, "Hello, Christopher Judge."
You think he talks like that?
You never know. Oh, I'm sorry. It is TV Man Science Edit, so it's like more of a scientist. Hello, Christopher Judge.
There you go.
There you go. There you go, Joe. This next one is for Richard. Richard says, could you write the cycle ends here?
That's one of my favorite quotes also.
We must be better than this. And also write, boy! So we're on it. I swear that. How many boys do you get a day? Because there has
to be quite a few.
like the moment that came up, and like I heard people like, yo, bro, like Kratos is on that boy shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I heard them, boy, get over here, boy. I'm like, yes. And like literally, I would just go up to people and they would talk to me and say something like, boy, get away from me. Like I never knew one word could just spawn so many memes and so just everybody. You go to Comic-Cons, all of a sudden you hear one Kratos screaming out, boy, and you hear another Kratos across the hall, boy.
It's great. You just never know what's going to catch on, and it was weird, like because I'm used to it because of Teal. Indeed, I remember the day I went to. It was a scene with Rick, and he asked me a question, and I said yes. Was my response. So we're setting up. I went up to Brad Wright, and there you go, Richard. Thank you, brother. And I said, this doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound alien. And he's like, so what do you want to say? And I said, I don't know. Let me just play with it. And so we're doing the scene with Richard Anderson. And we just tried a bunch of words. Then it's just, I forgot what his line was. And I said, indeed. And we both looked at each other. That's it. And just it literally from the time that it was first aired and said, it just took on a life of its own. And so someone put together a reel.
Compilation.
I don't know, whatever it's called.
Compilation, yeah.
A compilation of every time Teal'c said indeed for 10 years. And I just thought it was brilliant.
Well, I'm trying to see.
Not that I said indeed, just that someone had the gumption to find every time I said indeed or that Teal'c said indeed for 10 years.
I just want to just put this on real quick because I just find it's your first time drinking coffee.
Coffee's great.
I was just thinking.
Yeah, is that
You're just like, I'm not impressed with the coffee. So this next one is to Lucy and Tony. Oh, good God, man.
Teal?
That is the biggest cup of coffee I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't that hot? Extremely.
Yeah, yo, sorry. So this one is just to Lacey and Tony. Just go for it. That was great.
And there you are, Lucy and Tony.
Lacey and Tony, bam! Next one is for David Pineda. David Pineda, he says, your work with Kratos helps me push towards my goal to be a father and be better every day as a man. I can't express it in 150 characters. God bless.
Thank you, David.
So I guess, right, don't be sorry, be better, or good luck on being a father. Whatever you would like to write. There we go.
And there you are, David.
Shazam, David. This next one is for Hector. And it says, quote, do not be sorry, be better. Also, cited as Kratos. And thank you. We got Doku Gamer in the YouTube says, big Kratos fan. Chris. So you got fans up in here. By the way, if you are a big Kratos fan, go to streaming.com/Chris Judge and get prints right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been on stream for an hour 17 minutes right now, and we are not stopping until we get all of these autographs done. So
after do 20, like a 5-minute break.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have 2 more, and then we're gonna go into another 5-minute break, and then we're gonna come back into the stream. So right here to Hector.
Thank you, Hector.
And then this next one and last one until we have our break is for Alex. Alex says, your favorite quote would be amazing, but anything would be appreciated. Thank you for all you put in.
Thank you, Alex.
Hold on, time out. Yeah, I want nothing more than a print, but sadly I'm from India. Doku Gamer, we ship internationally. So we have fans here from Singapore, from India, from Taiwan, from Belize, from South Sudan, from Japan, and even we have some people from the worst place on earth, New Jersey, here in this stream. Right, I'm a New Yorker. That's what happens. They're in this stream. So if you want a print, it doesn't matter where you are in this world, Streamy will ship it out to you. Some of these beautiful prints right here. Right here. There you go, guys. Go to streaming.com/Chris Judge. It is on the ticker right in the YouTube stream. Go check it out.
And there you are, Alex. Thank you, brother.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be coming back in about 5 minutes. So it's approximately 1:19 right now. Actually, let's go in 5 or 10. Let's do 10.
Okay.
Let's do 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost 1:20 right now. We'll be back at 1:30. See you guys in a bit. Sorry about that, guys. We were muted on the live. No, we're not muted on the live anymore. We're here with Christopher Judge. Look at this man right here. Man, the myth legend. Look at that right there. What's going on, baby? We are live on Instagram and we're live on the YouTube.
There you are, Donnie.
All right. Here we go, Donnie. We got the audio. Testing. No. All right. You guys should be hearing us now. All right, great. This next one is for Dalton. Dalton right here. What's going on, guys? All right. Look at the content.
And there you are, Dalton. Thank you, bro.
All right. So we got Dalton right here. Next one is for Giancarlo. Giancarlo. All right, we got Benson. Oh, Benson! Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got Benson Mulcair on my Instagram right now. If you guys know, that's Carlos from Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
so he's on here. Check it out.
Carlo.
Right here, Kratos signature right here. Next up, we have this one. It says, and silver. So we have a silver paint. It says, death can have me when you hurt.
Oh, that's my jam.
No. We're doing well, Benson. We're doing well. We're just doing it up. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Okay, hold on. All right. There we go.
And there you are.
Done right there. Next one is for Joel. Joe Fisher. Let's make sure that it is Shazam. This one's for Joe Fisher with a whoa. All right.
There you are, Joel.
There we go, Joel. This next one is, look at this beautiful one right here. This next one is for Paige.
Miss Lorenzo.
Oh no, this one is the
Oh, that's the
yeah, exactly. We're gonna do that right after this.
Right.
We got you. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay, got you. All right, so let's get back on the. Get that, bam. All right.
There you are, Paige.
There we go, Paige.
Thank you.
All right, next one we have is Ash. Oh, there we go. Thank you, sir. Ash right here. Do not have the words to say how much I adore Kratos and his journey. Could you please write death can have me when it hurts me?
Absolutely.
Yes. Love it.
Is this bear or is this?
No, this is generic stuff.
Oh, okay.
You want some bear? I could give you some bear.
Man,
Ladies and gentlemen,
tell you.
we're gonna get some bear up in here.
Isn't it just?
It makes you just want to roundhouse kick a baby calf. This is for you, Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
All right, so let me just make sure that the numbers are still going. Yeah, we're good. This one's for Noah Stemming. Watch your tone, boy. I don't. Oh yeah, you did. Watch your tone, boy. So beautiful. Oh, it makes your heart swell like, oh.
This man,
Jesus, so beautiful.
this magic. I don't want to say magic because that gives connotations of like, boom, it's there. Like he is the hardest working cat. I asked him like when we did the Ragnarok. I was like, Bear, when do you sleep?
When I'm dead.
Like,
I sleep when God of War has succeeded. He's probably sleeping like crazy right now. He's hibernating.
oh no, Bear don't sleep.
Give me one moment. All right, that's for Kristen.
There you are, Kristen. Thank you.
Right. This one is for the quote.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. Huh? No. Oh no. For this one now.
Oh,
For now, yeah. This one's for Kristen. This one's for the quote right here. Right.
and there you are, none.
There you go. No now. This next one is for Jacob. With the quote.
There you are, Jacob.
Okay, next one for Adrian. There you go.
There you are, Adrian. Thank you.
Next one is. Come on, baby. Come on, Tom. There we go. This one is for Tom with a quote.
Thank you, Tom.
Yo. This next one is for Mingyu again. Says, yes! She said, could you please write, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign, and add the date, 10/07/23. It's brilliant!
You little shit disturber.
Oh my god. Oh, please. Oh my gosh. This is great. Okay. And we're back, guys. Whew. I am literally making sure that Kratos is getting his stuff done and making sure that everything is moving smoothly. That is hilarious. Now I kind of want to look like that too. That is great. We were just talking about this. Oh gosh.
And there you are.
There you go. Me and you. All right, this one is for Noah. And
How you
it
doing,
says,
Noah?
Merry Christmas, boy. next one is going to be for Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we've been on the stream for almost 2 hours right now. We are down to our last 50. I can't say final 50. It's like that's not a final. All right, this next one's for Christopher. No, no, no.
There you are, Christopher. Thank you.
Thank you. And then this one is for Creed Lawrence.
Creed.
All right, again, Creed Lawrence. It says, "A broken quiver will slow your jaw. Pain we endure. Faulty breath we do not." Chris knows what he says. He knows what he says. I love how when we get into like the really like deep quotes, like his face just completely changes and he goes into Kratos mode with the signing. Cool thing. All right, Creed Lawrence. Creed Lawrence is getting his bread's done, yeah. I love how the white is like over that bread. It looks like it's snowing.
Right.
So Creed Lawrence.
That's great. Thank you.
Damn. Next up we have Before Ruin with a quote. Oh, so Tom Londi on YouTube said it was cool that they got Bear to a small role in Ragnarok.
Yeah, the
What did he
funeral.
do?
So the funeral scene, and forgive me, I forgot the name of the instrument. He's playing the instrument at Brock's death.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was so cool. And I mean, you know, dudes, I mean, just to, he was, hey, why don't we have Bear do it in the game, like have him play? And
Which makes
it was
sense.
just like, Benjamin.
Yes, Benjamin Dylan Hernandez. And we're almost done with your actual orders right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So if we're gonna probably be on the stream for another 10 more, well, actually another 5 more minutes. So if you guys want, please go to streaming.com/Chris Judge and get your print right now.
And there you are, Benjamin. Thank you, brother.
There we go. Bam. Next one is for no name. There we go. And it says, please add character name and quote boy. Oh, so and please sign in red pen if possible. There we go. He's already on it. I didn't even have to say it yet. Rage mode. Ah!
And there you are.
Done with that. Next one we have is number 76. Bam. Nope, that's not 76. This is 76. 76 says, thanks for bringing Kratos to life, Chris. Add a special touch. Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary, not because it is original. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I can't do anything justice to what he has done with that line, but you know what he says. And guys, we're going to be here literally for the next minute. So this is your final chance to purchase a print right now. Go to streamy.com/Chris Judge right now because we're done. Hello, Hope. Welcome. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're going to be on for the last minute right now. So if you want to get a print, go streamy.com/Chris Judge. Go back to the beginning.
And what?
And this last and not least, this one is for Colby with a quote. What's the most? Oh, that's a good question. Comic Jack said, "What was the most interesting thing that you signed for a fan?" And that will be the last question that we air because it's the last print that we're signing.
I signed in when I was younger. Body parts. It actually was. It was in Germany, and it was the special edition BMW that they had made like 20 of. And so I see the dude talking to the handlers and agents, and my agent comes over and says, "Will you sign his car?" I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, he'll wait till you're done with everyone, and then he'd like you to sign his car." So go down, and this beautiful, like this BMW model I've never seen. Like I said, they made 20 of them. And he had me sign the entire hood. That was I like,
Talk about
okay.
limited edition. And Kobe Wiley's in the chat right now. There you go. We're getting yours signed. And Kobe, you're the last signature that we're doing today. And that was the most unique thing right there, Kobe.
Thank you, Kobe.
Bam! And ladies and gentlemen, we are currently done with the signings right now. Do you want me to close your shop? And then we can just set everything else for sign offline?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, the store is officially closed right now. I want to thank Chris for being here today. Thank you so much.
Rob, as always, you're great. Thank you, Streamlet.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget
Thank all of you.
Yes, we're going to be opening up his shop by tomorrow morning with all the items are going to be signed offline so you guys can still get some of your gifts for Christmas or other times as well. So don't forget, please go to streamy.com and go follow you on social media. Where can they find you on social media?
I am Chris Judge on Twitter or whatever it's called now.
X.
Or I am on the gram. You know, that's what the youngsters call it. I am Chris Judge on Instagram. Nobody calls it the gram. It's my kids clowning me.
But also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, go to streamy.live to see all the upcoming settings that we have, and also go to streamy.com to see all the fantastic events that we have going on. And if you guys want to slide into my DMs and tell us what new games or actors you guys want to see on Streamy, at me at Official Rob Fury on all social media. And with that, I'm going to leave Chris with the final words.
Peace and thank you for your support. Glad you love the DLC, and we'll see you soon.